Hello and welcome to Fedor's channel in English. We are going on with our series of videos regarding forecasts for 2025 of every sign, rising sign. So we are considering your ascendant and not your sun sign. If you don't know what your ascendant is, please write to me. You'll find my email below. And of course, if you prefer to have a full reading for your forecast for next year, you also will find the link where you can book a private consultation, because this is, of course, something quite general. We're talking just about a forecast based on your ascendant, if it is Virgo this time. And we try to understand the major planetary transits of 2005 related to your houses, that are sectors in your life that are affected. So for the ascendant Virgo, there are interesting things regarding the 8th house, which is the house of pacts, of shared resources. It is a house of transformation, emotional transformation. It can relate to money that is shared with somebody else, or your partner's money, in the sense of partner, a business partner, but also your beloved partner. And with Neptune and Saturn that are going to transit in your 8th house, of course, the focus will be on these issues. Neptune is going to dissolve all the emotional fears, outdated patterns that are related to the way you live, the idea of sharing your resources, including an apartment or whatever resources, physical or emotional, you're sharing with somebody else. And this transit will open up you to develop deeper trust in the other person, and more, so it will get to open more your attitude towards partnerships. Of course, this process may bring periods of uncertainty, of vulnerability, because Neptune is acting in 13 years' time, and its action is smooth but continuous. So you will see the final effects in the house that is ruled by Neptune in 13 years' time. And the house is the 6th house of work, health, and daily routines. So in the end, this transformation that you're undergoing due to Neptune transit will show impact also in your daily routines. You will change your habits, and it will encourage healthier habits, a more balanced approach to work and to the little things that you do every day. So this is actually the house where all transits of Neptune find their final effects. When Saturn will enter Aries soon after Neptune, you will notice that some of the confusion initially caused by the effect of Neptune will start fading, because Saturn is going to provide some structure and some discipline. And you will be helped by Saturn in a way to take these shared responsibilities with more clarity, with more focus. So Saturn will bring you down to earth again, while Neptune will have just before brought you up in the sky and creating a bit of confusion too. So with the arrival of Saturn, which is going to be at the end of May, while Neptune enters Aries at the end of March, so 2 months after, you may take on new commitments in your financial partnerships or in your love partnerships. The final effect of Saturn is going to be shown more quickly, because Saturn stays in the sign Aries 2 years and a half. So in these 2 years and a half, indirectly, Saturn will also influence your fifth house and your sixth house. The fifth house is the house of creativity, of self-expression, of children, if you have any, and of romantic partnership, if you want, if you're not married, a lover. And it is also the house of creative expression, as I said, of leisure time. So you may find finally how you can be inspired and have new approaches to creativity and to your self-expression, or your artistic projects, or also your relationship with children in general. While the final effect, again in 2 years and a half, will be in the sixth house, that is the house, as we know, of health, of daily routines. So again, there will be a transformation in the way you you work on your daily routines, you plan your daily routines. There is also another impact that is on the seventh house of Neptune and of relationships. So you will have also some kind of final effects in 13 years' time. You will find that your way to approach relationships is deeper, more fulfilling. So don't take it in a bad way. Take this push to change in the more positive way, because you will get the nice part later on. If we have a look at Uranus, Uranus is going to enter Gemini, as we said, in July. And the house that is affected for you is the 10th house of career, of public role, of your public position. So you will have sudden changes. This is actually the transit that shows more immediate effects in terms of need for change, while Neptune is more is smoother, and Saturn is more how can I say, acts in a slower way. Uranus sometimes creates sudden changes. And these changes may inspire you to explore other professional opportunities. And if you are unsatisfied with your job, there is a very high probability that you can break free from your career and find a new one that could be more fulfilling. Of course, the advice is to try to be as flexible as possible and be creative in how you approach your ambitions, and try to be open to new, unexpected ways to earn your living. Also, Uranus has a final effect on your sixth house. So this is going to happen in 7 years' time. So everything, they are all cooperating, the planets, but they have different stages of manifestation at different times. So the final effect of Uranus will be in 7 years. It will have completed the changing process in your career sector. And of course, everything is directed toward changing your daily routines, again, your work habits, and you will have a more dynamic and, we hope, fulfilling approach to your daily responsibilities. Finally, we have a look to Pluto. Pluto has already entered Aquarius, as we said. And Aquarius is the sign of your sixth house. That is, again, the house of work and daily routines. So all the planets are working to help you change that. Pluto brings profound transformation to your daily routines. This is another impact that we have to consider cooperating with the other ones. That has already started. It works very slowly but very profoundly on an emotional level. And you may confront some issues in these areas that will lead you to find the need to make some changes. And this transit is inviting you to adopt healthier habits, as we said already, and restructure a bit your daily life because you would like to have it aligned with your deeper needs and your higher purpose. So if you need to change your daily routines, maybe you travel too much, or maybe you don't travel at all, there will be some kind of complete different approach to your day in very slowly, because it will the final change will be manifested in 20 years time this time. There will also be some kind of indirect impact on your third house, because this is ruled by Pluto, it is in Scorpio. And the third house is the house of communication, of learning, of managing relationship with brothers and siblings. And there will be also transformations in the end, slow transformation of the way you communicate and connect with your environment. Okay, so if we have to summarize a bit, we can say that in 2025 for Virgo rising, there will be an emphasis on emotional transformation and the change of attitude in shared resources with others. There will be some novel, new possibility that open up for your career. And everything is pointing at restructuring your daily habits. Immediate impacts include also a new approach to professional opportunities, and the long-term effects include more creative expression in the fifth house. So I can imagine that your professional shift might possibly give you more free time to dedicate to your creative expression. And then you can have a revised daily routines and work habits, and you will eventually have improvements also in your relationship, in your love relationships. So will be these transits might be hard to live in the beginning because they require evolution and change, but in the end they will bring more clarity and growth, and I wish to you more happiness. Thank you for listening, and I hope you follow more the channel. You can subscribe to the channel and you will receive notifications when we have new videos for you. Thank you. Ciao.